This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. Just a quick video on um one small thing here in WebDriverIO. In the previous video, I've already explained that okay, you can create a page class like that. Let's say I have created this Blaze page class and having number of getters. So all these are getters. Can you see that? Right? So remember one thing in getters method, wherever you are creating a getter method, you cannot pass the parameter. It means whenever you are creating a getter method, I cannot write a parameter like this, let's say index. No. Okay. Then I cannot call this particular method. I cannot pass the index. This is strictly not allowed in getter. Okay. So just to prove you what I'll do, let's see. I have this particular scenario. Remember that we printed all these links, text, product, customer, resources, and everything. What I'll do, let's see, I want to get this particular third link, resources only. I want to print it on the console. So how will you print it? So for that, let's say I'll create a getter method once again, just like getter and setter in Java. Same thing, I will create one more getter method. And let's see, I will create one method that is uh, specific child element I want to get. Okay, so first we have already created the parent. Remember that in this particular page class, we have already created this particular parent having this UL and having all these lists. If you really want to inspect it once again, you can see that I've already shown you in the previous video. You can see that this is the UL and class list nav links. So list navigation links is the class. So one single element with dollar I have already created. Now what I have to do, I'll just come over here and then I simply say that return this dot. Okay, return this dot from where? Return this dot from parent. It means go to the parent. It means go to the UL tag, and from this particular UL tag, just give me this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. Or let's see, this is 1, 2, and 3. Give me the third index. Right. So what I'll do, I'll just pass the index over here. But as I told you that with getter, we cannot have the index. But let's see why it is not allowed. Okay, and then you pass the parent, and from the parent, what do you want? From the parent, you get the element. Which element? Now here also one more thing, we have to pass the third element like this. Okay, so I'm going to use one CSS selector like that. So if you write CSS selector over here, so we know that okay, CSS selector we have to write it like this: li colon nth child bracket. Okay, and here whatever the index parameter that you have to pass, the same parameter you can pass it over here like this, dollar and like this. But if you notice that this dollar is not being recognized over here. Okay, so this entire thing is working like a string over here, right? Because we have to pass the parameter. So to avoid this thing, what we have to do, guys, we have to use, instead of a single quote, we have to write this character. Okay, this special character. This is just before your one numeric key. Okay, on your keyboard, just before that, we have one more key like this. So we have to use it like this. Now this index is recognized over here. Now, if you call this particular method, what will happen? Okay, so I'll call this particular method over here in my test blaze page dot. Okay, so I just simply call blaze page dot that specific element and I'll pass the index, let's see 3. And from where, what do you want? I want to get the text. So I simply print the text and then I'll print it on the console dot log, and then I'll directly print it on the console over here. Right, so what exactly I'm doing? Go to the third index, and from the third index, okay, I mean go to the parent and pass the third index. Third index of what? Li third index. So that's why I have written CSS selector. The same CSS selector that we were using in Selenium, same concept we have to use it over here as well. Okay, so Li nth child of, let's say I'm passing 3 because I'm calling this particular method, and then from there, what do you want? From there you get the text and print it on the console. Okay, So let's see it is printing or not. So I'll do one thing. For time being, I'm just going to comment these two methods, directly launch the URL and try to print. So I simply run it. Okay, let's see. Simple. I write npm run test. Now see, the browser is getting launched. Immediately it will give you the error. Now see the error. What exactly the error is saying? Syntax error. Getter method must not have any formal parameters, right? So getter methods are in JavaScript cannot have any parameter. So I cannot use it like this with get. So I'll remove this particular get method from here. Okay. So specific child element, it's a simple normal function we have to create. So simple method, let's see, I have created. Now this method you can call directly. So how will I call? I'll again simple call this method like this. Okay, and then you try to run it again. Clear the console, and then let's see. It's launching the browser, entering the URL, and now see this time test case got passed, and then we will see the result. It's simply saying resources is the third result. Okay, the third element is what? Resources. From the third li, we are getting the resources. The same resources we are getting it over here. If you really want to print in a different way, you can print it like this. That third link is something like this. Okay, sorry, comma, like that. So you can print it like this. Okay, so third, this is a string. In Java, we used to have plus, but here we can put a comma, and then it will be appended with this in console.log. Like this, I can show you, or in the same line if you really want to see. Now let's run it again, and then npm run test. So browser is getting launched, entering the URL, and done. Now you will see that okay, the output is, you can see, third link is resources, right? So this is the string appended with resources. Same thing I'm doing it over here. So what is the outcome? The outcome is, guys, in the page class, whenever you are creating, if you are creating a getter, it means if you're creating a get method, do not pass the parameter. Be careful with this. Do not pass the parameter, and you simply write it like this, right? Now tomorrow, let's say I want to create one more method that, okay, get specific child element text. So I want to call this particular method. So how will you call it? So I simply call this method this dot, okay, this dot specific child element, and then in this particular method I'll be passing index, and here also I'll be passing the same index over here, like this. Okay, so like this you can simply do it. Okay, so then what will you do when you get the specific element? Here you simply write dot get text over here. Okay, simple write dot get text, and then this method will return what? And if you simple write return like this, you can do it like this as well, or you can simply say that, okay, simple console dot log, and print this entire stuff over here only, inside the method only. And then you come over here and then you simply call this particular method. Okay, so either you can call the first method, or you can simply call the this place page dot specific index. Which index? Let's see, this time I'm passing fourth index, like this. So fourth index means the fourth number will be given to this guy, and then this guy will call this particular method, and the fourth number, whatever the fourth number is, blog. So let's see it's printing blog or not. So I'll just come over here, run it again, and let's see. Okay, so my test case got passed, and let's see, this guy is saying the third link is this, and the fourth guy is blog. You can see that blog is getting printed over here, and you see that blog, right? So like this also you can simply print it. So be careful while creating the page objects. Whenever you're creating a page object, you can create getters as well as you can create non-getter method also. But with non-getter, you can pass the parameter. But with getter methods, we should not pass the parameter, otherwise it will give you syntax error. Okay, so this is just a small thing I really wanted to cover. I hope you are getting it. So please practice, guys, and let me know if you have any issues. I hope you guys are enjoying this particular series. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video, guys.